just from the rug.
So I'm cleaning this client's house, and I noticed a lot of hard water buildup on their faucet. This is such a beautiful faucet, but unfortunately, because it's black, it's going to show a lot. So you can see there, and then also around here. There's some around underneath too. So I'm going to use the pink stuff, and then I have my scrub daddy as well, and also my little detailing brush. I'm just going to wet my brush a little bit and get a little bit of product here. And then I'm just going to go in and start scrubbing. Get around the edges here and around the drain too. Look how perfectly this brush works for this job, guys. Always make sure to check behind the faucet too, because look at all that. I'm letting that sit for a little bit, and I'm going in with some Dawn Power Wash, just to clean up around the sink. So much better, but I'm going to do a little bit of vinegar to see how much more I can get off. Look how much better, you guys.
I wish I could have done more for these clients. But I was so exhausted that I even forgot to take the majority of my after photos. This house kicked my... well, you know. Cleaning my sister's sink. She bought a house last month, and it came with this sink. She tried to clean it but didn't know how to or what products to use, so I told her I'll clean it for her. If you're wondering why she bought a house with a stained sink, it's because she got the house for a good price. Everything was nice and clean besides sink.
This clean was for a client who was just getting ready to move out. He did hire me to clean the entire place, but most of my time was spent on the bathrooms. The first thing I did was take a piece of toilet paper and just wipe down any dust and loose dirt. There was black mold on the toilet seat and in the toilet bowl. I went in with a wet disinfecting wipe, and I also used this in the bowl just because I didn't feel like dirtying my scrub brush too much. And after scrubbing, there was still this hard stain, so I used some barkeeper's spray and it got it right off. I then moved on to clean the two sinks. This first sink wasn't draining properly and it was really slow, but after cleaning out the drain, it was running much better. Barkeeper's friend came in handy again before I moved on to the bathtub. This is all soap scum and shampoo buildup, but it was pretty easy to remove. Honestly, the hardest part of this was getting the dust and the hair off of the walls because it's pretty sticky and hard to remove. And it still wasn't quite clean, so I took some barkeeper's friend again and did some scrubbing here to remove the rest of the soap scum. You can see that there was a lot here. I vacuumed and mopped as per usual, and here's the final result. I think it looks much better, and I'm so glad I could help this client out so that he hopefully gets his damage deposit back.
Cleaning the house again, if you know, you know. clients told us not to worry about scrubbing the floor, just needs a light mop. Me being me starts scrubbing the floors. We sent her a video and picture of the difference. She asked me what kind of scrubber she could order to make it easier to scrub, and that she would love for me to scrub all the floors. 30 minutes later, she had the electric scrubber on a pole ordered and was amazed by the difference of the picture and video I sent. Not bad for $80 per hour. Who said owning a cleaning business was bad work? Well, look at the difference.
Husband's mother coming home soon. 敌军还有30秒到达战场。
可以炒了。
I mopped my entire house after 6 months.
got hot water. Tell me you've got hot water without telling.
Let's do a super realistic clean with me because my room is really messy and this is so vulnerable showing you guys how messy it gets, but let's clean it up. So I'm gonna start by making my bed so I can use that as like a surface to put other things on. I feel like as a content creator, there is like so much pressure to have like a super clean and aesthetic room at all times. And I'm gonna let y'all know that is like not the case for me. I really wish though I was one of those girls with like a super clean room and it was like always presentable for guests, but I struggle with ADHD really bad and it can make cleaning super challenging. If y'all also struggle with ADHD, I find it helps to break it down task by task and do not do anything else until that little task is complete. For me, that'll be like doing my makeup counter. I won't do anything else until that's done. And since I'm a content creator, I do have the perk of like recording myself, so I literally cannot leave that task, otherwise it'll ruin the time lapse. So maybe do that for yourself too. I've really been struggling with anxiety lately, which is part of why my room can get so messy. But yeah, here it is clean. I feel like so much more at peace in like a clean room. So yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Closing the living room for the night. So satisfying, living room closed. Good night. How to clean your wax pot. Turn it up all the way. Put it in the mold. Use any oil you have to clean the rest. All clean. You get it.
The very first thing to clean in a new apartment. Drain can conceal unpleasant surprises. Clean my shower with me.
What $500 worth of backup cleaning products looks like. I'm gonna organize them all into these bins and put them in my mudroom. First up are multi-purpose cleaners. Next up we'll do the Everspring and Clorox cleaning wipes. Now we'll do like these kind of random deep cleaners. Next up, bathroom. Dish products. Okay, next up is dish and hand soap. Okay, lastly, we're gonna do floor cleaners and dusters. Okay, everything is organized. Let's go put it in the cabinet. All the bins are in. Last up is paper towels and toilet paper. Okay, everything is stocked and in its place. It looks so good. Let me know what you think.
So I've got another after work reset for you today. I've not done one of these in a while. Here's Mushroom doing her best smile, waiting for some leftovers. But yeah, the house is a shit show because you guessed it, they've been with my dad today. For those of you that don't know, my dad's as messy as me, if not messier. And when he has the boys, when me and Charlie are both at work, he puts all of his energy into them. And the house gets trashed in the process. But you know what? I'd choose it to be this way every single time. because they're playing and bonding and being nurtured, and that's all I could ever ask for. Look at that sink. I can't wait to give that a good scrub later. But anyway, coming home from work and cleaning is obviously the last thing I want to be doing. But I've got a day off tomorrow, so I'd rather get all of it out of the way now and then have more of a chilled one tomorrow. And I'm very proud of myself for this, because if you've followed me right from the start of this account, you'll know after work I would have came home and left it. And then I would have woken up to a horrible, messy house and started the day off really stressed. I used to procrastinate a lot. I've done it my entire life because I find actually starting tasks really overwhelming. And then things would pile up and they'd become more overwhelming and it would just be this horrible cycle. And since starting this account, I've done really well at breaking that habit. And over time, I've realised that once you get into it, it's actually not as daunting as you thought it was going to be. And the pride and accomplishment of actually finishing a task, it's so good for your mental health. And it might seem such a small thing to some people, but when you've gone your entire life leaving things to the last minute and doing things in stress and panic, it's huge. So yeah, thank you to anyone who commented on my last video giving their tips on how to get rid of leather jackets. For anyone who missed that, we've got leather jackets in our garden and they're basically crane fly larvae and they eat all of your grass and destroy your lawn. And me and Charlie have been going out every night and hand-picking them. But we've bought some nematodes now. People have reassured me that they're safe. I think it's pronounced nematodes, but they're little parasitic worms that go and eat the larvae. And before I put those down, I'm borrowing my auntie's chickens too. So I'm going to let them feast on the lawn and they'll actually scratch the lawn up to help the seed as well, so that'll be good. When we actually put seed down, that is. I am determined, though, that my kids are going to have a nice place to play this summer. Ike is desperate to be outside all the time, and the garden's just horrible. And I just feel really guilty. Apparently, these leather jackets are really common in new builds, because the daddy longlegs like to lay in, damp grass, and the drainage is often really bad in new build gardens. Ours is awful, and we've only got, 5 centimetres worth of mud as well. Ah, well. I just keep telling myself, you've got a home, you've got a garden, you've got some things that a lot of people don't have. Yeah, it might be annoying, but it's solvable. Look at that. I love a good clean, shiny sink. And I've borrowed my friend's carpet shampoo-y thingy because I'm in the process of cleaning and decluttering the boys' room and oh my god, the floor is disgusting. It's covered in chocolate and paint and all sorts. And yes, I am filming that in case you were wondering. The room is horrific, I'm not going to lie. I've been avoiding it. I've just been walking past and closing the door. It got bad again during half term, but I was just spending time with the boys and I didn't want to focus on cleaning the room all the time. I needed to go through it and get rid of some toys and clothes anyway, because Rudy's birthday's coming up. And yes, I am mopping in my shoes. Disgusting. There's bleach on the floor, there's bleach on the bottom of my shoes. I was trying to get it done as quick as I could because the boys were in the living room and I knew that Ike was going to walk in any second and I didn't want him to get bleach on his feet. And I've just got to light a candle to seal it, and that's the kitchen done. And there's Ike screaming because Rudy won't share my tripod with him. So much fun. If you're wondering why Rudy's here and in his PJs, it's because this was actually filmed yesterday on a Sunday, but I didn't manage to film the voiceover in one go. It's very hard to find a quiet 5 minutes. I usually try to do it after they've fallen asleep, but sometimes I'm just so knackered, I have to do it in little bursts. I don't think people realise, how much work actually goes into doing these videos. It's not just the filming and the actual tidying, it's the editing and then the voiceovers. So as much as I absolutely love doing this, it's very time consuming and I do consider it a second job. And yeah, for the amount of money you get in the Creator Fund, you have to really, really love what you're doing. But luckily I do. And I hope that shows and comes across to you. I always worry that I'll lose my spark or I'll become boring, because at the end of the day, it's just me cleaning the same spaces over and over again. And I can ramble on, but what if I run out of things to talk about, do you know? I do put a lot of pressure on myself. But as long as someone continues to like the videos, even if it's just one person, and if I can make one person feel like it's okay that you haven't got your life together, then I'm thrilled with that. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.
When my husband suddenly came home.
敌军还有30秒到达战场。
早安，主人您好，补给水，好的，请水。出发，不知道今天怎么样？谢谢以后的。 可以真的。 你忘了以后是让我来做什么了？是忘了。
敌军还有30秒到达战场。
You might look at my videos and think to yourself, Amanda, don't you clean your house every day? How is it still this messy? I'm asking myself the same thing. Honestly, it feels never ending. Still so much stuff and food caked on my walls. There was moldy bread on top of my fridge. This brown gunk right here, yeah, this is like mold and bread juices. Because loaves of bread have been sitting up here for way too long. I know the fridge might cause the mold, but the top of the fridge is just my go-to. Some storage containers to put my cereal in. So now I don't have to have those big bulky bags. Then I went on to cleaning the rest of my house. Found some more splatters on the wall. The past 2 deep cleaning videos that I've done really just focused on the downstairs area. All the cleaning you see me doing here is pretty much the remainder of the living room and dining room. However, for the upstairs, well, we're gonna get to that today. And that starts with this area. This is a little stairway area. The staircase railing is right there. We'll put food on it, and most of the time it spills, which is what I was just cleaning up. This is my daughter's room. There was literal hand marks and makeup prints everywhere. There was a bunch of dirt on the door. After I did some cleaning in her bedroom, I moved on to mine. This is the door to my bathroom. There's banana all over it, which my toddler loves to smear food everywhere. This cleaning took me like 2 hours to do. I was so pooped. Unfortunately, I'm not done. That's all I felt like doing today.
I'm just about to be home from school and I need to get dinner started, but the house is a literal train wreck, so we need to deal with it.